Hey, what's up, YouTube? Pipe Noob here. Sitting outside on a beautiful, is it still January? Is it February? Anyway, end of January, beginning of February day. Super warm outside, working from home, so I brought my work outside. I decided I'd shoot the video from a little bit different place today. I'm in my front yard instead of my backyard. Got a nice little settee set, a couple chairs and table and stuff like that in the front yard, and thought I'd do a change of scenery a little bit while I visited with all y'all. So let's see, what do I want to talk about today? I don't really have a set topic today. I thought I'd just kind of ramble a little bit, ramble for 10 minutes or so and talk about whatever kind of came into my head. So first off, what am I smoking today? Trying to get rid of what I'm trying to do. That's the first thing I can ramble about, actually. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get rid of a lot of my dribs and drabs of tobacco. I've got a lot of opened cans and pouches and tins and various crap like that scattered all over the place, and I got too damn many open. So I'm trying to smoke down and just kind of concentrate on getting those done. So one of the ones that I had open was one that a buddy of mine sent. He sent it from his favorite blend. It's called Timmy's Blend, and it's from Ridgewood Tobacco Shop in New Jersey. It's not bad. It's an aromatic, so you kind of know what I feel about aromatics. But this one's kind of different. It actually is a very strongly flavored aromatic. I definitely pick up a lot of interesting flavors from it. I think it's cased with honey, actually, and honey is a flavor I really like. So and the honey shines through in this tobacco. So even though there's only a few aromatics that I've tried that I liked: Parsons Blend, Colt Blood Red Moon, and Timmy's Blend. So anyway, I've only got a couple bowls left of this stuff, so I'm trying to smoke it down so I can. What do I got to finish next? Let's see. I've got some more horse that I've opened that I need to finish up. Sorry, there's a UPS truck coming up the road. Let's see, some more horse that I need to finish up. I've got some. I've always got an open pouch Carter Hall somewhere, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all of those. Maybe combine them all. I've got my scrap jar of stuff. I've got some Acadian Preak that's open that I need to smoke down. A couple others here and there. Anyway, I've probably got half a dozen different tins of crap that I need to smoke them all down before I'm letting myself open anything new. Let's see what else. I probably should have been smoking my cob today. The Corn Cob Nation. If you're a fan of cobs, I recommend Googling the Corn Cob Nation. They're basically a Facebook group of corn cob pipe fans. Bunch of good guys on there. Anyway, they're doing a February burnout challenge where they're just smoking their cobs nonstop to kind of prove that a cob is a tough pipe. Well, I don't need to prove that. I already know my cobs are tough. And quite honestly, my Falcon here smokes aromatics better than my cob. Now, when I switch over to my Burley blends or my Codger blends, I'll smoke Warhorse in it. I'll definitely smoke Carter Hall in it. I'll switch over to my cob for that. Oh, let's see what else. Let's see some updates on me. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about favorite tobacco blends. There's a topic that goes around all the time. I see it all the time on Facebook. I see it all the time on Reddit. I see it all the time everywhere I go. New guys starting out, they'll be like, "Oh, what's your favorite tobacco? What do I start with? What do I try?" Well, if you go back earlier in the episodes, I think it was my number 2 episode. One of the first 3 episodes, I talked about getting started on the different blends and what they were. But, sometimes, quite honestly, I get tired of hearing that question. What's your favorite blend? What's your favorite blend? What's your favorite blend? You see it 100 times. But then I get to thinking, man, how did I feel when I first started out? I'm still called a pipe noob, but I'm not totally a noob anymore. And when I first started out, I was confused as hell. I didn't know what to smoke. And that kind of changes my attitude towards that. I'm no longer frustrated by reading that all the time, and I kind of put myself in the mindset of the noob again and remember what it was like to not have any ideas and to really be wondering. So I'm going to try and answer that honestly. Hold on a second here, though. So let's see. Favorite tobacco blends. If I had to choose my top tobacco blends, let's see. Let's see if I can do this off the cuff. I can start with number 5 and work my way up to number 1. I have no idea. I haven't brief thought about this. So you get to see the way my mind cogitates. Let's see. I'd probably put Acadian Perique, H&H Acadian Perique at my number 5. That's a vapor. It's by MacBaron, I think. It was one of the first vapors that I tried. Like it a hell of a lot. It's got enough of the Perique in there without being overwhelming. It really gives you a Perique pop. Like it a lot. See, number 4. Number 4, I'd have to go to another vapor. That would be Country Gentleman, just like my favorite cob pipe. Country Gentleman is blended by a guy over at Pipes and Cigars, Russ Oulet or Oulet. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his name. Really, really great blender. I've tried a lot of his blends, and I've liked just about every single one I've tried. And he blended that for Missouri Meerschaum, and you can get it in a pouch. They have a whole line. I think there's like 4 or 5 different ones. Country Gentleman it's a damn good smoke. I've smoked probably 3 or 4 pouches of it so far and enjoyed every single one of them. That's number 4. This is going to be kind of tough. Let's see, number 3. I bet y'all know what I'm going to go with for number 1, but we'll see what happens when we get there. Let's see, number 3, I would go with Luxury Bullseye Flake. That's that coin one. I go back in my episodes. I did one where I smoked flakes and I showed you how to do flakes. And it's a coin. It's got a dot of Perique in the middle of it. What am I talking about? Dot of Perique. It's got a dot of Black Cavendish in the middle. And it gives you a nice little sweet hit when you're doing it. Plus, it's a great introduction to flakes. Number 2. Number 2 would have to be 5100 Red Cake. Wait. That's a moment of silence for the passing of 5100 Red Cake. That is a phenomenal Red Virginia. That was the first pipe tobacco that I had that just hit me. My God, this tastes good. You know, I smoked a couple of different pipe tobaccos and I wasn't getting a lot of flavor out of it. Or I was like, what the hell, you know? Probably because I was starting out smoking aromatics. That 5100 Red Cake, that is some damn fine stuff. I really hope they bring that back. I really hope they get a new crop of the Red Virginia in, because that is a phenomenal tobacco. Now we get to number 1. Any guesses? You want to raise their hand for Carter Hall? Yeah. I have to say, Carter Hall it's not that it's the most spectacular of those. It's not the most of anything other than maybe the most reliable. It burns clean and it burns cool, and it's got loads of flavor. It's cheap. It's easy to get. It's consistent. If I was told, Gary, you can only smoke one tobacco for the rest of your life, you got to throw everything else away, I would go with either 5100 Red Cake, which is now gone, or Carter Hall, hands down. So there you go. That's probably my top 5 blends so far. Now I've tried a bunch of others. There's a lot of other good blends out there. You'll notice that my personal tops are Virginia Periques, and Burley blends. You know, that's just me. No English blends in there for me. So far I haven't really found an English blend that I like. Although now that I'm a little bit less of a noob, I'm thinking about going back and trying some. I've got some Frogmorton in there that I popped open a tin and tried a bowl and just didn't do it for me. But that was very early. Maybe I'll try it again now. Maybe my tastes have changed and torn up a little bit. Who's to say? Anyway, I'd sure be interested in hearing what your top 5 favorite blends are. I'd sure be interested in hearing what you've been smoking lately, what you liked, what you didn't like. Let me know right down there at the bottom, and y'all have a great day. Take it easy, YouTube.